Welcome back to the pod, everybody. It's a topical pod. Topical meaning I'm not using it in the right way, just that we're recording on Sunday and today is Monday. So it's fresh.
Yeah,
not
this
topical.
is the freshest we ever are.
I went to New York this weekend. I saw Balance and Composure. Yeah. And there was a lot more applause than that. Dude, they played the Knockdown Center.
Yeah, what's up with that place?
So it's near Elsewhere in Brooklyn. So it's not too far where we played from Brooklyn. Maybe a 3-minute drive up the road, 10-minute walk.
3 minutes.
Yeah, not far. So you know the vibe of that place already. It kind of was just, warehouse.
You know the vibes.
Tires district. Was still a weird fucking venue, dude. EDM.
Like after the show?
Yeah. There was so the way the show was set up, there's upstairs ground level was the show. Down in the basement was the green room. Cool. Great. Down a little bit more in another basement, like you keep going down, was this EDM room where it had Mad Max style speakers vibe down there with weird little corners that I guess people dance and do drugs in.
Was anything going on in there?
Yes, by the time the show was over. Their show had a curfew at 11. The EDM party started at 10 p.m. downstairs.
So if the EDM party's downstairs, do they need to rush out of there?
No, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was nice. But it was funny. Towards the end of their set, you could feel the rumble of the EDM being like boom, 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 boom. Or
were girls dressed like hoes down there?
They were dressed like kind of more goth hoes.
Okay.
So still hoes for sure. But I'm like, man, who wants to? I have no desire to party here. I don't really have a desire to party in general, but
yeah, I mean,
it was strange, dude.
Going to anything that's where there's a lot of people there, it's like, dude, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I was like,
anywhere that's loud, anywhere that there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Top and a little cherry on top. It was really hot. It wasn't as hot as a church show, basement church show, but it was pretty freaky. I was just sweating.
Dude, that's because people are fucking moving, bro.
They were doing some crazy stuff. I saw this at one point. This girl hopped on top of this, probably a few guys' shoulders, and it was just standing up, doing the old pointing and yeah. I was like, go off, queen.
So is this during the show or the EDM?
Oh, this was during the show. This was during the show.
I see.
EDM, I didn't take a walk down. I wasn't allowed back down there once the EDM started. But before the EDM started,
you thought I was just asking if the girls were dressed like hoes at the Balance and Composure show?
No. My brain switched without talking. There's a sex swing down there.
Oh, of course there was.
It got me visions of when we played in Germany with More Than Life.
Yeah, we've talked about that on here before.
Yeah, dude, it was the same exact vibe I got. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm back in Germany right now. I feel like I'm about to have a Nutella sandwich.
That sucks.
Yeah.
The thought of going to Germany makes me feel depressed.
I'll go back one day. I don't know about to play a show, but I'll check it out.
I don't know if I will.
Not much need. It always kind of baffled me that bands didn't go to Germany. When I heard, bands do so well here, why don't they go to Germany? Kind of the trek. Especially if they do well in America, it's like, stay in your lane.
It's a trek, and it's also it's not fun to be there.
Especially when no one's coming to your shows. That's another reason why.
That's the thing. Touring Europe has to be so much easier if you're doing well.
Yeah. That's true.
Because if I was just constantly on, because that's really what it is, just constant discomfort for a month. If I thought at the end, I'm going to get thousands of dollars, it would certainly make me a little more comfortable.
I think that
in my mind,
having a bus.
Well, a bus might be the only way I go back to Europe.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Dude, it'd be nice. I don't blame you. It definitely sucks. I have no desire to sleep in. Oh, you can play at the venue, and we got some places to stay right inside the venue. We'll bring some sleeping bags out for you.
The thing is,
I'm good.
There's people that love that. Like, I've talked to people that are like, I love touring Europe. They're like, they take such good care of the bands, and like, they always give you a place to sleep. I'm like, that's so what? That's like being like, they provide food, but it's dog shit. Like, you're not doing me a favor by giving me dog shit.
Yeah,
I'll just pay for regular food.
Yeah.
Like, you're not doing me a favor by hooking me up with like, you guys can sleep in the attic. Oh, dope. It looks up here like we're supposed to sleep up here.
They do take care of bands, but pay a little extra money, stay in a nice fine hotel. I don't know what like the hotel chain is like out there. We never had to do that. Never got the opportunity to do that. Besides like a travel lodge.
Yeah.
And travel lodges are a little rough. But at least it's a bed.
I don't mind them too much.
They're
better than like a Motel 6.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they get the job done. There's no nice little sparkle on top.
Oh, no, not at all.
But at that point, I mean, at least you got a nice place to stay. Clean usually. I don't remember them being too dirty.
No, I feel like anytime we've stayed at one,
that's true.
I've been fine with it.
Yeah. There you go.
I could talk poorly. I could talk badly about Europe all day.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that. I went to a comedy show too in New York on Friday night. Saw some comedians. Saw some stand up. Pretty good. That's all I got. I saw one guy from that show. Did you watch Crashing with Pete Holmes?
Yes.
I saw the guys who like short hair, takes them out on like the road to Jersey and shows them how it's done. Maybe not even Jersey. I think he just like takes them out and like he's like the headliner.
Oh, Artie Lang.
And not Artie Lang. No. That would be sick if I saw Artie Lang. Oh, that'd been a cool drop in. We were trying to think of like funny things to have who's gonna drop in, you know?
Where was it?
It was part of the Comedy Cellar. It was the Underground Village Underground.
I see.
But the comedy section of New York.
Comedy district.
Yeah. It was good, but dude, I felt so like shuffled in and shuffled out. It was such like a production.
Yeah, I guess they be shuffling people in and out of there.
But it's like, is that a good gig to have as a comedian?
Comedy Cellar?
Yeah. Or not even comedies. Like, I guess it's Comedy Cellar, but are you kind of like, I just come here, I perform to like tourist, and then like, is it the gig you want? Because then I guess you can go back on the road and maybe they saw you there.
I mean, you could definitely be doing shows at worse places.
That's true. There were those people that were barking out front, like, "Hey, comedy show down the street, you know, tickets. I got tickets."
Yeah.
I heard someone say like, "Oh, is it like where is it?" Like kind of like pointing around. They're like, "Oh, it's like a few blocks down," and they were out. I'm good.
Damn.
But hey, I respect the hustle, especially after watching that show. I'm just like, I know I get the vibe. Dude, what you guys got to do.
Other than being a comedian would suck.
Being a successful comedian would rock.
That would rock, but then you got to keep making funny jokes.
Yeah, that's true. And especially with the way the internet is, you hear all the jokes on Instagram.
Everyone posts their clips.
It's the game that sucks. Because I went on the Instagram first, and one of the guys, I was like, I heard that joke at the Comedy Cellar. Like, dang.
See, that's the thing about comedy that's kind of like, some people don't mind that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't want to know any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. What I want to know is, when we were talking about, we're like, dude, how many do you think they hook up with chicks? They come out and there's people throwing themselves at these comedians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I feel like more so than musicians.
Probably. I mean, the atmosphere is also a little different at comedy shows.
That's
like,
true.
drinking is. I mean, the thing is, you don't need to. It's not. You don't need to make people drink at music shows, though.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah. The more tipsy people are, the better the show could be.
So I guess drinking is kind of a big part of both. But I don't know. Comedy is like it's one person, and
true.
they're like and. Presumably, if it's in a comedy club, they're accessible enough to where they're like a few feet away from you.
They're just chilling at the bar.
So, those might be like, he's right there. I can just.
We were trying to think about it. We're like, dude, if they came out, like, there's probably some peeps that would just try to hit on them.
Probably.
Good for them. But, yeah. That was one of the thoughts we had. We're like, damn, did they get hit on? Because like I feel like in shows that's like you watch TV, you're like, oh, they get hit on all the time.
Sorry,
What do you got?
I'm getting confused by Instagram.
Dude, same. I clicked on Threads and it just made a thread for me.
What?
I feel like someone posted something. I did some sort of old guy thing, didn't know what I was clicking on, clicked like 2 times, and it's like, oh, your account's been created. Here's your Threads account on Instagram. And I was like,
so it's an Instagram thing?
It's an Instagram thing, yeah. It's Twitter, but hooked up to your Instagram now.
I see.
I'm like, I got. Now I seem like I don't know who's on there.
Not me.
You're lucky. Don't get caught clicking because you don't even have to like make a username, put in an email. You literally just like, oh, click. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, your account's been made. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. I was really surprised to see so many people just like, I'm on Threads now. I'm like, how many times are you guys gonna do this? Like, there's always something that pops up that people try to make something new, and it doesn't work. And it's like, yo, do we want? I want these ones to die, and then we're done.
We're on a good trend with Twitter because it's exploding, imploding.
Is it though? I don't think it is.
I feel like it's gone downhill. I feel like if you're, I just don't feel like it's the way to advertise anymore, especially for like band related stuff, or it just doesn't get the traction.
Oh yeah, definitely not. But I just mean like Twitter itself doesn't change at all. They keep doing these things and like it doesn't. Also with Twitter, you can post pictures and videos, but Instagram has Reels.
Yeah. And I'm a Reels guy.
And honestly, Instagram, I feel like, is just a dinosaur at this point.
Yeah, but it's still, people are still looking at it. Or is TikTok the way?
That's definitely like, that's the leader for sure.
Don't send Taylor any more TikToks, by the way.
Dude, I'm sick of it. Like, yo,
it's fun at first.
I want to respond to everyone and be like, yo, you have to know that I've seen this by now. Like, what makes you think you're the first person that saw Super Heaven in a TikTok and it has fucking 250,000 views or something? Like, and you are like, oh man, he's got to see this. Like, I've seen it. Yeah. I've been sent it 2,000 fucking times. Don't show me any Super Heaven TikToks. I don't care. Sometimes it's people I know. A couple of people from high school sent it to me, and I'm like, I don't care, dude. I know about this. What makes you think that I wouldn't have seen this by now?
Some randos. They haven't talked to in a minute.
And there's just literally just people I don't know that are sending me.
Oh, yeah. Every like few months, I'll be like, oh, there's a weird section in Instagram that's people send you a DM, it just doesn't come through, and I look at it, I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's requests and then there's hidden requests.
Why is there two levels?
And all the hidden ones, I'm always like, why is this hidden?
And by the time I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna respond back to this. It seems so done past the time of responding back to this. But
honestly, at this point, unless it's something I need to address or if it's somebody that I know, I don't. You probably won't respond to it.
There was a kid that DM'd me and was like, he probably DM'd both of us, honestly. He was like, oh, I want to do music. How do I be like you? And I'm like, why? Why would you want to? Why would you?
I think I did receive the same DM.
Yeah. I'm sure he's messaging everyone.
And the way that he worded it made me not want to respond.
Yeah. Just don't do it. He looked too old too to be posting.
Oh, I didn't even.
I looked down, like, it might be a little too old. If it was like a 15-year-old kid, I'd be like, oh, that's nice. Like, you're shooting your shot, but I don't know, maybe go to a show or something. Check that out.
I just don't know, like, when people ask questions like that, like, I remember what it's like to be younger and be like, how do you get on shows and tour and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to impart any wisdom on you that isn't going to be imparted on you. There's nothing I can do to help you.
Yeah, I'm not the guy. It's like when people used to hand band CDs of their bands, like, well, this is great, but I don't. What
when they used to?
Oh, I haven't got handed a CD in a long time,
dude.
Did you get handed a CD in the past tour?
Yes.
Jesus, I didn't know that still existed,
dude. And I'm always just like, thanks, man. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I'm not the answer. I'm like, oh, cool. CD?
I don't know.
Where do you play it, first off?
Also, what am I gonna do with it? Even if I think it's awesome, I don't know. Like,
yeah, unfortunately,
I might post about it. Even if I do, most people are not going to give a fuck.
Exactly.
I post about it. See, people think that that's what it is. You need the cosign. And to put a finer point on it, I don't even consider myself someone who is a cosigner. Yeah. I'm nobody. So like,
we need the cosigners, if anything.
So yeah, when motherfuckers are asking us advice, I'm like, I'm looking for the same advice. So
why don't we team up and go?
I just happen to be older than you. I happen to be twice your age, so you think that I have the answers, but I don't.
Yeah, we'll get a group chat going. We'll ask the higher up, see how it's done.
Man, I can't imagine working at a label.
Dude, it'd be awful. Like, I'm sure people send them shit still constantly.
Yeah,
and it's so much easier just to hit them with stuff constantly, as opposed to like sending in demos.
It's weird that labels still like accept submissions to stuff.
Yeah, when they post about that, are they really listening?
But that's what I mean. Like, if they're actually taking submissions for stuff, like, are they even looking into any of that?
I feel like no.
It's got to all be bad.
Whose poor job is it to listen to all of it? And
interns.
And they're just like, oh, this is good. And then you actually listen to it and you're like, no, this is bad. I'm not going to. What am I going to do with this? Even as a label. Like, labels can't even turn bands into success, even. Unless you're like a major label. Speaking of which, do you like Alicia Keys?
Do I like her?
Her singing.
I think we've talked about this before. I don't think she's a very good singer.
Okay, good. Because I'm sure we have, but I was in New York, obviously, and they kept playing the New York. Yeah. And I was like, dude, she just sounds off. She's off key the whole time.
In the recording?
I feel like it's like whiny and it's hurting my ears, and I'm like, it sounds bad.
I definitely saw her singing on TV one time and thought, like, wow, she's doing a really bad job. I thought she was like a famously good singer, and apparently she's not.
Yeah. Now that you said that we talked about before, I'm having a moment. We have chatted about that, but it just sparked back out to me. Just sitting I was like at a thrift store, and it was just Alicia Keys came back on. I was like, oh man, I haven't heard this in so long. I think I hate this song. I don't want to listen to this anymore. Please turn this song. But yeah, hey, maybe they get sent Alicia Keys type demos and have to listen to it.
See, like maybe that's how they find like a Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah.
But like, I just wonder what they're looking for. Obviously, like decent songs and decent like personality. But dude, I remember being friends with kids and don't get me wrong, like if you're gonna go for it, I guess go for it. But I remember being friends with people in like the early 2000s that were like getting press kits together to like mail to different labels, and I was just like, does that work? Like, do you hear back from any of these people? And they're like, not usually. I was like, oh, all right, well, go off, I guess.
I still don't know really what a press kit is.
It's just like a
picture?
know, like a promo photo, a demo, like a little bio.
Oh, okay, so what's on a Spotify page?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. But yeah, when people was like, "Oh, press kit, you need a press kit," I'm always, I don't know what that is.
Do people still talk about those?
No.
Sorry, this still a thing?
This is like 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, I never sent one in, mostly because, well, one, I didn't care. And two, I didn't even know what it was. So
mail it where? Like I just picture working at a record label and like getting the thing and a bunch of like those like orange envelopes with the little like metal foldy clasp thing, and just being like, I'm not looking through all these.
Yeah, it would just be like, oh no, it looks bad. Boom,
these are all gonna be bad. Maybe not. Maybe they're good.
And maybe they're good, and that's how labels find bands, but
they're definitely bad.
With that being said, if you're starting a band, start some bands.
I think that everyone should start a band if they want to, but I do think that they should try to do something cool.
Well, that's where the problem lies. Cool.
You got to do something cool. You got to give me something. Do something that nothing is. Nobody takes risks anymore.
If you take a risk, you sometimes get rewarded.
Every time, everyone's too afraid of getting in trouble.
I know. You got big risk though. Big risk, big reward.
If you win the award,
that's the other side. You can also just get laughed in your face,
or just get everyone just yells at you. But one could argue, I got yelled at a lot in the past few months, and then our song went viral on TikTok. So
there you go. So maybe that's
happening.
Maybe that's that. Hey, that's there you go. That's the key to success. So there you go. That's how you do it.
So how do we make money off this fucker that sampled our song?
Dude, I have. Did he release the song? Like, is it just a SoundCloud thing, or is it?
I don't know, but
because homie works with Drake somehow. But the song's not even good. Like, I messed with some of the sampled stuff. Like when Bone sampled one of the songs, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool."
I didn't really listen past like the first 10 seconds.
Same. I was like, "Yeah, okay, this is their song," but that made more sense. This is like, what's happening here?
All right,
you pulling it up?
I'm DMing him. Hey, man.
Yeah, I can't tell what's the like. I guess why would he do it? And he's like a Philly guy too, so maybe is he showing?
Is he a Philly guy?
Yeah, I think he is.
I guarantee he has no fucking idea. We're from Philadelphia.
I probably agree. But he's I think he's like a affiliate with the Working on Dying crew. A Maddox. You ever hear of him?
That's so crazy.
I wonder what that dude's up to. Kid.
Maddox. Yeah. He's probably
Sir now, 18.
He's probably in the booth.
Dude, check out this. Maddox, the yodeling kid in Walmart. Collab.
Mason Ramsey.
Yeah. Collab.
Dude, I bet that collab has already happened.
Damn. If not, that
let
would
me
be
search it.
that's gold right there, man. They should do a tour. They should do some shows together.
Maddox, Mason. Oh,
Maddox in this building.
Mason Ramsey collab. Nothing's coming up.
Yeah, dude. I'm thinking that let's will that into existence. That would be sweet. They can sing over the viral song. There you go.
Guess we'll just have to settle for Old Town Road remix with Mason Ramsey.
Yeah. That's kind of funny he got on that track.
Dude, that song was the strangest phenomenon I've ever seen.
Yo, it just goes to show you, if you post enough about one stupid thing, you got a shot at becoming a straight up celebrity.
See, don't tell people that because
I know, but it happened.
Yeah, but they're just annoying until it happens, and it's a 1 in a million. I guess my sister got a cat or something.
Oh, nice. Cute.
I guess.
Look like a lion.
It's pretty cute. It's like a little black and white.
Oh yeah, that's a kitty cat.
Who knows? I'll probably end up with it.
Ooh, 3 cats.
I just get everyone's cats now. What's popping off in the Discord? Anything funny? Oh, people need to stop posting Super Heaven TikToks in the Discord too.
You get suspended if you post that.
Yeah. Man, TikTok. All we talk about is technology.
I know we're so tech heads. We're like Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm the
and Elon,
opposite
dude.
though. I'm freaking I'm Ted Kaczynski, dude. I'm the Unabomber. I'm anti-technology.
Did he not use technology? Or was he like a hardware kind of guy?
He was
blow
like
shit up.
His whole thing was he's like his logic for sending the bombs isn't 100% sound.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know.
I don't know much about him.
He made his point.
I like his look though. He's got the look, the glasses, the hood up. That's swag.
That's swag.
I'm assuming he had something to do with bombs, blowing shit up.
But he lived in a shack like in the middle of nowhere, like a straight up shack, and
Really?
like didn't have running water or electricity or anything.
And just made bombs.
Yeah, and mailed them to people.
How do you put in like a box?
Yeah.
Was just bored.
No, he was like so basically they theorized that he was he was a part of some experiment when he was in college because he was like a genius.
Oh.
But he was in this experiment that basically like questions all of your opinions basically.
Okay.
And they theorized that it like fucked his brain up and turned him into like a crazy person.
I believe it.
But I don't know if I could see that experiment kind of fucking with your brain, but I don't think it would make you. I think he was just like a really smart guy and just like he was just a weirdo.
Yeah, I guess you have to be kind of like savvy to make a bomb.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna blow up when you open it.
But apparently they were not well made.
Oh, maybe he wasn't as smart as I thought he is.
But like, well, he was just like, imagine trying to get information on how to make a bomb when you live in a shack with no electricity in the woods.
That would be hard. And what was this in the 90s?
Yeah, that sounds right. 90s,
Yeah,
early
so
90s.
you don't have your like phone on you to like how to make bomb. That'd be difficult.
Dude, you know what? I was watching something. I forgot about the Boston bombings.
A lot of people did. They didn't have too long
It
ago.
was 10 years ago.
Was it 10 years ago?
10 years ago. I know. I straight up forgot that shit happened.
10? Dude, I thought that was just like pre-pandemic, like 2018, if you told me.
That's what it feels like to me.
It's been 10 years since the Boston
Yeah.
bombings. Because they were running the marathon, right? That's what it is? That one? It
Uh-huh.
was 10 years ago? Holy
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. That's nuts.
Where's the time go, man? Did that guy blew himself up or shot himself, right? He didn't go to jail.
One of them is in jail.
Well,
Wait, I think so.
How did it end with the Unabomber?
He was in jail for a long time, up until about a month ago.
Oh, he's out.
He's dead. He died like a month ago. In jail. Yeah. R.I.P. Ted.
Sorry, man.
But his whole theory was that technology was we were going to keep advancing technology until it basically like we were causing our own extinction with technology.
You might have a point.
He predicted a lot of things that did end up being true.
FaceTime?
He was like, you guys got to hear me out on this fucking FaceTime.
It's going to happen.
No, FaceTime's pretty cool. I actually FaceTimed my dad the other day to show him something in the apartment, and he like couldn't wait to get off FaceTime.
Oh, he didn't like it.
He was like, all right, can we get off FaceTime and I'll just call you back? And I was like, all right.
Oh, he's a cam off kind of guy.
He's a cam off guy.
I get it. I like a FaceTime.
Yeah, I fuck with a FaceTime.
But it's funny when you get to a certain point and you're like, all right, and then the phone like either like gets stood up like that and you're not even really talking on FaceTime anymore. You're just shooting up at the ceiling.
Dude, that's my mom's move.
And you're like, oh yeah.
I'll hear her like, we'll be talking and she'll put the phone down like this. I won't even be able to see her, and I hear her doing the dishes. And I'm like, we can't communicate this way. Like I can't even we can't hear each other or anything. I know you can't hear your phone over the sink, and I can't hear you talking into your phone over the sink.
She's speakerphoning?
Dude, it's a problem.
She's got to get into AirPods. You got me on that train. I fuck with it.
I've tried everything. My mom also will do this thing where she talks on speakerphone, but holds it up to her ear still.
I do that when I want to call, like, if I have to like call a number and like wait online, I'll do that typically.
You hold it up to your ear?
Yeah, like I'll be like calling her like, oh, hold on, and I'll like kind of like, well, maybe not ear, maybe just like in front, closer to.
Oh, so she'll have like call on speakerphone, and she's literally just like this.
Oh, she's like on the phone.
Yeah,
like,
and I know when she does it because she'll mute her.
Oh,
because it's on speakerphone. Her face will mute the thing, and I'm like, what just happened? She's like, oh, sometimes I put it up to my face and it mutes. I'm like, but a big thing with her is I've scolded her multiple times because she doesn't tell people when they're on speakerphone. And I'm like, yo, you have to let people know that they're on speakerphone.
It's a must. It's like a law. It's an unwritten law.
But she's confused because now she thinks that I just like don't like speakerphone, which I don't like being on speakerphone. But I'm okay with it as long as I know. What if I call one of my sisters a bitch and she's in the room?
Oh, yeah, she's right here. And like, oh, no. And then it starts a whole thing.
If we do Patreon, remind me, I want to bring something up.
Okay. I'll even write it down. Check it out. Speaking of which, patreon.com/quityourban while you still can if you like these episodes and you want more video content.
There's so much more.
The C word. Patreon, bring up. Will that remind us? Bring up. Yeah, we got some hot stuff on there. So. If you want a little more, if you want the edge, if you like YouTube and you like edge.
I don't think this has always been the case, but I do think lately, and I'm not even blowing smoke, I do think that the Patreon episodes have been better than main feed episodes.
Yeah, they're great.
Right, Nina?
You might even get a little dog time too. So if you like dogs, you like us, you like Patreon, you're just bored at work, and you want to just rip another episode current in the week.
Let me see if it's still raining.
Patreon.com/quityourban while you still can. Link in bio. LIB. Link in bio. Lib. For all the libs out there.
Lib.
Yeah, that's our little plug this week.
Yeah, so check it out so you can hear what I'm gonna talk about.
Yes.
Once we switch over to Patreon.
And we got it's not secret, but we'll let you in what we're doing this week. And we may or may not show a hole on it. We're still figuring that out.
Apparently you can.
Back to what we were talking about. Hold up, my brain. Is it working? Oh, speakerphone. Oh,
Oh yeah, so now she just thinks I don't like to be on speakerphone, but I'm like, no, man. Like, you just got to tell people that they're on speakerphone.
Yeah, hey, you're on speakerphone.
Oh, dude.
I can usually hear it if I'm on speakerphone because you hear the room.
Yeah.
You're like, am I on speaker? Is Dad there? You're like, oh, okay, I got you.
I hate speakerphone.
We hate speakerphone. You're gonna turn it. So you're gonna turn the Unabomber, get off the grid. There's a homie that he's not even a homie. He's probably a viral TikTok guy. That's like he's like off the grid, but he shakes. But he like lives in a cabin. Good for him.
He shakes like.
I think he has like Parkinson's. But he's killing it, man. He's killing it. He just lives off the grid, makes his little videos online. So I don't know how off the grid he is, but
I guess he can't be that off the grid if he's got TikTok.
yeah, how does that work? It is weird because he'll like show his house and it'll be just like a stove and wood, very minimal.
So does he
the
just have
woods.
like a tiny home, or does he have like a straight up like?
It seems more like a cabin vibe. Like, oh, winter's coming. I gotta cut some wood.
He's fucking fraud, dude. I'm calling it. I'm saying he's a fraud.
He's a nice guy. I like him. He's my friend.
You're just saying that because he has a handicap.
And he's got hundreds of thousands of followers. Hey, maybe he'll throw us
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna say something a little controversial.
Yeah.
I think he's faking the shaking.
It was like a TMZ comes up to him, catches him outside, just not shaking. Oh, and then
his feet are up, and he's just like eating a can of peaches. Yo, I used to love like the peaches and the mixed fruit in cans when I was younger. I haven't had one of those in probably decades.
those are good.
Dude, I loved them.
I don't really eat canned food though. I don't know if that's elitist of me. I mean, I like a baked bean, but like not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't eat it.
No, that makes sense. I used to a lot more than I do now, but dude, do they still make the little? They gotta still make the little canned peaches and stuff.
Yeah, they gotta. I haven't seen them. Conspiracy theory?
I'm about to get some peaches, dude.
Dude, just suck on some peaches. I had I like the cranberries. Whenever I think of food in a can, for some reason I just think of Thanksgiving. And then taking that
Like cranberry sauce.
Like cranberry, like it's like a jelly kind. It's
cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce, and just it has like the ridges on the side and like pops out of the can.
I love cranberry sauce.
That's some of my faves right there. Don't typically love Thanksgiving, but I'm there for the cranberry. I like cranberry juice too.
I like Thanksgiving. I just don't like I don't like Easter. I think Easter's
Dude,
bullshit.
Easter's stupid.
Dude, I hate Easter. Not even on like some anti-religion shit. I just think it's like it's just annoying, man. I can't even describe it. It's bad vibes.
When we've been, there's been enough Easters that we haven't been home for or been away, and people, I'll get a little like, "You're not gonna be home for Easter?" And I'm like, "No, why would I? Why?"
Dude, for freaking zombie Jesus, bro.
I don't think I went to Easter this year. I think I was away for it. I don't know where it was. I don't know if we were playing shows or. I don't think I went.
I think we were because we might have been in California.
I don't know.
Because I remember my aunt asking if I wanted to come over, and me and Joey wanted to come over for Easter. And
Yeah.
I was like, can't.
Won't be home.
Or I think we technically would be home, but it was like,
I totally forget, man. I got like tripped up when someone was talking about the fall this weekend. And I was like, the fall? I was like, that's like a year and a half. I was like, that's like a year away. And I was like, oh, the fall. No, that's the next season. Shit, my brain's lagging. My bad.
I've been really fucked up with like, I go back and forth on whether it's June or July, like every day. I'll be like, oh shit, I thought it was June.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, we're halfway through July. It's gonna be August.
Basically, I keep just thinking it's June. I think is the problem, and then I realize it's July, and I'm like, oh shit.
I'm gonna say someone in this room's got a birthday in July.
Oh sure.
And it's not you.
You wouldn't, dude. Let me check my Google Calendar. Let's see, do we got?
Maybe I'll do a birthday. Let's see if if my birthday fall. It doesn't fall on a Monday. I know that for sure. I wish it falls on a Tuesday. We could do an episode late. Just do it on Tuesday. Eat it. I can eat a whole cake on pod.
That'd be fine.
Maybe we'll do it on Patreon. We'll do a Matilda kind of bit. I can be Bruce, and you can be whatever you want. Trunchable.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the blonde girl with pigtails that gets swung around by her hair.
That would be good.
I'm gonna be Danny DeVito, her dad.
That as a kid, that was the first movie I've ever saw Danny DeVito, and that was my introduction to Danny DeVito. Was Matilda's father.
That's interesting.
The movie came out like 94, early 90s, so like that was a early movie for me to come on to watch or be on TV. So I never knew Danny DeVito before that. What was he in, like Cheers or something?
Danny DeVito? No, he was on I mean, maybe he was on like an appearance of Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what Danny DeVito was like known for.
Yeah, because now he's just like a name.
Twins?
Oh, I remember Twins. I like Twins. Twins is good.
Trying to think of when he first appeared on the scene.
What? And to me, he's always been like kind of bald. He's like George Costanza. Always just a little. Yeah.
When's the last time have you ever seen Dunstan Checks In?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, dude.
Dunstan Checks In?
Yeah, the one where the orangutan is in the hotel.
No.
You
Classic?
should watch it. It's a classic.
Is it with our boy Danny?
Danny's not in it.
Dude, we've definitely talked a Taxi. Taxi's probably what he's known for, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Taxi. And now it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Speaking of which, that Blackberry movie people seem to like.
That makes no sense.
But I like Blackberries.
Yeah.
You don't miss the old
I think you're just
Blackberry?
nostalgic for Blackberries. I think if you actually used one, you'd be like, this is fucked up, man.
I like the freaking trackball. It doesn't even work. What the hell?
I forgot about the trackball.
Yeah, being stuck. I remember taking it out, blowing on it, putting it back in. I liked what I did like about that is if the crew had Blackberries, I need to send out a text message. My phone died. Oh, I got you. Charger. Take out a battery. Give your friend your battery. Hook your friend up.
We should let iPhones take the battery out.
Right? That would be so nice. I'm dead. Oh, well, here, I got a battery. Or like, you just bring a few batteries with you in case, want to plug it in.
Dude, that reminds me. I went to, so my niece does like theater stuff.
Ah, theater.
And they recently did a production of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
And with kids ranging, I would say from like, I'm trying to think of how old, like what the youngest person in the production was.
Okay.
I would guess like 10 to maybe even a little older. 10 to like, let's say 10 to like 16, maybe 17. I don't think there were 17-year-olds there.
So we have pre-pubescence and then like straight up teenagers, like young adults.
Yeah, maybe the gap isn't that big. It's honestly hard to tell.
Young kids.
Young kids.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But there were people in front of us that were trying to take videos, and both of their phones were. They weren't iPhones.
Ooh. During?
And they were having such a hard time, and all the pictures looked really bad.
Were they old people?
They weren't old, no. Huh. They were probably older than me, but not old. I wouldn't describe them as old.
I wasn't sure if they whipped out like a cricket, you know?
They weren't that old.
I don't even know if they have cameras, actually, those ones.
They definitely do not have. What else was I think I'm a little I don't want to say confused by the theater, but it seems like a lot of work.
To run a theater? Or to run like a kid's theater?
Just to be in any production would be so much work. Yeah. Like, do they practice a bunch?
I know. I went to my cousin's one time when she was in high school. Good play. I was impressed.
What was it? Bye Bye Birdie or something?
It was one of those.
Grease.
It might have been Beauty
Death of a Salesman.
Oh, that's it. I couldn't tell you any of these, but I know all these names. I think it may have been Beauty and the Beast or one of them. It was one of them.
I will say that the kid that played Gaston did a really great job.
Looked jacked up for the...
No, he was actually very, very skinny, which I thought it made it fun. But he also had like red hair. But freaking nailed the performance.
How'd the Beast look?
The Beast could have looked better, but for the production, I don't think they got a ton of money.
So the Beast... What's his face color? Does he paint his face?
No, he had like a weird mask that kind of like...
Okay.
I couldn't tell if they made it or if they got it somewhere, but the kid was white. He was shorter than most of the other people in the production, which I respected them being like, he's the best one. He's the best one.
He's got to be the Beast. You got to be careful when you're the Beast and you got to look in character, you know. Because putting on the outfit could lead to some other...
Yeah, they started painting his nose black, and they were like, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough.
Stop. I wanted to watch Summer Heights High last week. Remember that show on HBO?
Yeah.
With, I forget his name. James, there was a, whatever, Australian show. Couldn't find it on HBO. I was like, where is the show? Googled where's the show, and like, oh, HBO took it off because there's like blackface and stuff in it. I was like, oh, was there? And also, bummer. I like that show. Or did I? I thought it was funny at the time.
They got to stop doing stuff like that.
Yeah, them taking that off didn't seem right. Maybe making it not on your main page or like super easy
you don't
access.
have to feature it.
Yeah, that's cool. But like, you're kind of like. Deleting your past is not a good idea.
Dude, there's people that want to like rewrite books and stuff.
That's wrong.
Like they're like, oh, Catcher in the Rye, we need to change. Or like Huckleberry Finn, Inward Jim, they want to take it out of there.
When was that book made? Like the 1800s or something? Like,
it's just like, yo, you can't change history. Like, and the point of the that is, it's not even like I'm like, you're going to erase the N-word from the book? Yeah. No! That's the only time I get to say it.
Popcorn reading. No! Yeah.
But also, like, you just can't go back and change stuff. It's like,
that's weird.
You're trying to rewrite history. You can't be doing all that.
You need a conversation of why it's not good.
Well, what are you going to do? Erase the fact that slavery existed?
It's always going to exist. It exists today.
See, the issue is I'm too woke for the woke people that they think I'm conservative.
The woke people think you're conservative?
They think I'm something.
It's funny. Conservative Tay. Wonder what that would look like. Go.
It would look pretty similar to now, except I wouldn't. When I say half the things I say, I wouldn't be joking. I would just mean them.
Yeah, I would laugh, and you would just sit there with like a straight face, like, "Oh yeah." I actually, that would actually be a good idea now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's easy to say that we should have women should have autonomy over their own bodies and that they should, have a choice in what they do. But it's just like, are we just going to let serial killers just have a choice in murdering their victims? It's like, I don't think we should just let people kill other people.
There you go.
And that's why we're a fucking pro-life podcast.
Oh yeah, we're pro-life. Sometimes I get them switched around, and someone's like, "Oh, they're pro-life," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, right on, man." And I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I got messed up.
The thing is, they need to make it less confusing, and the pro-choicers need to just call it what it is and call it pro-death. I'm pro-death.
Oh, yeah, life and death. That's easy.
That's my political stance on abortion. I'm pro-death.
Pro-death. Yeah, kill them.
Kill them.
Kill them if you got them. They're in you. They're attached to you. Kill them.
Anytime I'm somewhere, I think I wish there were less people here. So kill that little fucking baby before it has a chance to come out here and crowd up my personal space.
Chances are they probably won't be too cool.
That's what I'm saying.
You're doing them a favor.
What are we going to get? Another fucking golfer?
Oh, I like golfers. Oh, fuck. What was I? Oh, do you know any pilots? Do you know any? I saw a billboard for like, become a pilot. I'm like, I know zero pilots.
Pilot as like
commercial pilot,
like flying, like a Boeing.
Yeah.
No, I don't know any pilots. Anybody that does that. I want to say my brother has his pilot's certification or whatever.
Do you only get to go? That's only like biplanes, like biplanes.
I think so. I don't think he could just like hop on a plane.
Yeah. Is there a pilot on the plane?
But I would think that he would have a better understanding of what he's looking at if the actual pilot died or something, and they're like, "Just like, can anyone fly the plane?" I actually think those planes can straight up fly themselves.
At this point,
maybe I should be a pilot.
They make over 100 racks a year. It's kind of a cool job, man. I think I don't have any desire to become a pilot, but if I met someone, they're like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" That's classic old guy talk. I'm a pilot. I'd be like, "Oh, fuck, shit, yes, sir. Your lives matter." I think I've never met a pilot.
I don't know if I would want to do it.
It seems I don't want to do it. It just seems cool. Like when you see the pilots walking through the airport, you're like, "Oh, okay." It's like that's like a celebrity. He might be my guy.
I'm anti-pilot. I'm anti-pilot. They're smug.
Pro not pilot.
I'm pro passenger. I'm a man of the people.
I think I could successfully land a plane though, if it's going down.
Yeah, me too. Dude, it's easy.
If
you
9/11
pull back
happened,
to go up, you push forward to go down.
How hard can it be? I'm saying if 9/11 happened and what, John Cena or who was it? Mark Wahlberg said he was on the plane. He was taking care of the terrorist and they needed someone to land the plane. I'd be like, yeah, I got it. I'll step up.
I think you could do it.
He'd be, watch out.
Yo, also, I don't think he's capping when he says that 9/11 wouldn't happen if he was there. Dude, the first thing I thought of when I saw it is, if only Mark was on that fucking plane, man.
Be different.
Things would be different.
I was at the 9/11 memorial today.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest, I've never been anywhere near the Twin Towers since they've gone down. I think I was once on a field trip in 6th grade.
Never got to go on that field trip.
That was pre 9/11.
Yeah, I went there. It was fine. It was cool. There's like a water thing happening where I used to stand, like a waterfall.
Like a fountain?
No, big like hole in the ground, big square hole in the ground where water's pouring in. And then there's another little hole in the ground in the middle. You can't really see down. It looks like a well. It's kind of cool.
Yo, how did they clean that up?
If like trash gets in there?
No, how did they clean up the like...
Oh, the debris?
Yeah, like the wreckage of 9/11.
I was talking about this today, and some our friend was like, "Hey, or not hey," he's like, "I came here like years after, and there was still shit on the buildings and like stuff from 9/11 happened that went on."
Yeah, I would think how would it not be that way?
And it's been 20 years, and now people kind of in a weird way romanticize it, like the Titanic kind of shit, you know, like a tragedy.
Dude, when are we getting the 9/11 movie? I know they've made 9/11 movies, but like, when are we getting like the Titanic style 9/11 movie where like a chick gets nude and stuff?
Yo, it's what happened in our lifetime. I don't think for a little bit. It's got to be a little bit longer. Some Gen Z is going to make the movie, but they're not going to be, you know, in their early 20s. They're going to be maybe 50.
It's going to have happened before they were born. I was born on 9/11. I knew I had to make this movie.
Yes. I think that's where it's going to that's when it's going to happen. I'd say 20, give it 20 more years.
20 more years.
Yeah, I think all the boomers have to kind of move on. Cuz if a movie came out now and I'll go watch it.
Do you think the point of view will be of like the loose change perspective where like it was an inside job? Or do you think it'll be like they'll just do the classic like Al-Qaeda's bad?
They got to go classic. Maybe little subtle like hints of that. But I think mostly just some sort of love story maybe go in there somewhere too, obviously. Come on. Making like the Titanic.
I didn't know the Boston bombers were Muslims.
That changes everything. I thought they were white guys. Come on.
But I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I genuinely thought they were white college students that did it.
And I'm kind of surprised that like that. I was really surprised I didn't know that.
Yeah, that seems, especially when it happened. I mean, racism towards those people.
That's the thing. I would have thought. I don't know.
Those people. Look at me. Oh no, it's happening. Oh, they digger derbs.
I'm playing
Candy Crush.
No, I'm playing pool actually.
You want it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, let's continue this on over the Patreon. I want to thank everyone for joining in to another episode of Quit Your Band While You Still Can. Super Heaven shows in the fall. Get tickets to that. It could mean, you know, they're moving out. It could be the S word soon. So if you want to come, make sure you get tickets.
Like a dick.
You don't want to be standing outside just crying. So get tickets to that, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you there. Or we'll see you on Patreon if you're a real one.
Yeah.